So today we're making shrimp alfredo. To start, what you're gonna need is some shrimp, parmesan, some seasonings, minced garlic, heavy whipping cream, and I'm using linguine. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start seasoning my shrimp. First I'm starting with my seasoning salt, and then I'm going with some garlic pepper, and then I have complete seasoning, which is just a blend of seasonings, and then last but not least, black pepper. So now I have all the seasonings on. I'm just gonna mix that up. And so this is what it looks like after it's all mixed up. And next I'm gonna prepare my water for my noodles. I'm filling this pot up about halfway. And then I have a hot skillet, which I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of butter in. This is for my shrimp. And I'm just gonna let that melt down. So now my butter is melted. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my shrimp. And I'm just gonna spread that out evenly at the bottom of the pan. After you have the shrimp spread out, you're gonna let it cook, and they're gonna cook for about 5 minutes on each side. And so for my noodle water, I'm gonna add in some salt for some flavor. So it's been about 5 minutes, and it's time to flip my shrimp. And so now we're done flipping, and we're gonna let it cook for about another 5 minutes. And so we're gonna move on to our noodle water. It is boiling, so now we're gonna add in our linguine noodles, and those are gonna cook for about 10 minutes. And so now our shrimp are done, and I have a bowl prepared to pour them in. And so now I'm gonna use the same skillet to cook my onions. So I'm gonna add in about another tablespoon of butter in there and let that melt. And so the butter has melted, so now I'm gonna add in my onions. I used about half a yellow onion, and we're gonna stir that up. Next, I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon and a half of minced garlic. I'm just gonna stir that in. And so over here, I have some parsley that I'm gonna cut up for my garnish. And I'm just gonna chop that up. So now our onions have caramelized, and at this point I can go ahead and add in my heavy whipping cream. And as I'm pouring that in, I'm just gonna stir it up to mix everything in. After I get my heavy whipping cream in, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my shredded Parmesan cheese. It's about 1 cup. And after you get your cheese in there, you're just gonna wanna stir it in. And so this is gonna simmer for about 10 minutes. You wanna keep an eye on it. constantly stir it around and don't let it come to a boil because that can burn the cream. And so after 10 minutes, it should basically thicken and be a sauce. Now I'm gonna add in my parsley that I chopped up. And this is just for like extra color. And after I get that in, I'm gonna stir it up. And so now our noodles are done. I went ahead and drained those, and I'm just stirring it up to keep them from sticking. And back to the sauce, it is almost ready. It's thickening, and I'm just continuing to stir it up and taste testing it. Feel free to add some additional salt and pepper to the sauce if you'd like. So now at this point, the sauce has thickened and it's about ready to put our noodles in. So I'm just gonna put the noodles in uh, about half at a time. That's just to let it be easier to stir it in and to keep it from being messy. And with everything on low heat, I'm just gonna go ahead and stir in my noodles until they're all evenly coated. And now it's time to add in our shrimp, and then we're just gonna stir those in. And so this is what it looks like after the sauce has coated everything. And so now I'm just gonna add in my garnish, which is some more parsley for that color. And at this point, our shrimp alfredo is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put me some on a plate. And it was delicious. I hope you guys give this a shot. Like and subscribe for more, and we'll be back with more videos.